Time by SB19. Many of you requested this. I finally got around to doing a review or a reaction. Well, I've actually seen the music video and listened to the song many, many times. And I thought initially this song was going to be very, very local because the concept of one family member moving away so that they can work and also send money back home is such a Filipino concept. But as I've been here for more than 13 years now in the US, I've realized that it isn't actually the concept of a breadwinner isn't actually as rare as I thought it is. There, it's definitely far more common. And so let's talk about that because the music video itself, the song is very prolific. It's not just you can't box it in one meaning or give it just one meaning, but the music video is very much centered on that, the concept or the story of a girl, a daughter who moved away from home so that she can pursue her work and also send money back home. There's definitely a lot of poignant moments in the music video that hits home, especially because I've been in that situation. And certainly celebrating somebody's birthday from behind the phone or a monitor is one of them, but there is way more. So let's talk about it. The quiet details. There's a lot of details in this music video. Moments that really capture things that actually happen to people that leave home to work. But they're not usually shared, not commonly talked about, simply because it's hard to explain. It's hard to find someone that can actually empathize with the emotion that runs through you when these things happen. That scene of the girl falling asleep and then suddenly waking up somewhere else is far too common among OFWs or those who leave home. I'm not sure what it is. Maybe it's our body's way of coping to survive the homesickness, but we do skip time. There are so many moments that slip by. You get from morning to night and you have no idea what you did the entire day or what you said or where you've been and how on earth you got to that point. And then those moments pile up, those days pile up. And next thing you know, there's this chunk of your time, a chunk of your life you do not remember. The moments we take for granted. That recipe she couldn't nail down, that is more than just a recipe. But yes, it is very common for us to want to copy the recipes of our parents or our moms. And while that is a very, very common experience, the food is just a representation of something bigger. It represents the things that we take for granted back home, that we start missing when we live somewhere else. It could be the voice of your family member, the way they make coffee, or the morning noise, whatever that may be. When you're far from home, you just realize just how much those little moments actually mean to you. And after that is the helplessness, because there's really nothing you can do to bring it back. Your best side. I think one thing many people take for granted when you are far away from home is the effort that you make to try and show only your best side to your family in the rare times that you see them on video or FaceTime. You don't want to burden them with your problems because there's really nothing they can do. It's just going to make them worry, which will make you even more worried. So that means just one thing, that you are on your own. And then you also have to show your best side at work because everybody else at work has their own burdens to bear. When you are the one working away from home, that essentially leaves you with no outlet. Her smile disappearing as soon as she hangs up the call, and the dances that she performs for her patient, all those things represent the masks that she has to wear for everyone else. And that means she really has no real moments for herself. The empty kitchen. I don't think you'll know how sad and empty it could feel to see your kitchen empty day in and day out when you actually grew up in a family or culture where kitchen is the center of a home. Our mothers live in the kitchen. That's how they define our childhood, by making those delicious dishes for us. And then to go home with it empty and eat out of a takeout box day in and day out, it is crushing. It is that one moment you finally realize there is no more painful torture than emptiness. And as great as that music video is, the truth is that it's not just about the OFWs or breadwinners of a family. This song is a poignant reflection of the power and ruthlessness of time and how it forces us to live meaningfully despite pain, uncertainty, and lack of control. The song clearly says you either fight or you lose. There's no consolation, no second chances, nothing in between. The song is a strong reminder that here, now, and this, that's all you've got. You play your cards or you lose, nothing in between. In the first verse, rotting in bed, numb and upset, feels like I'm dead, but I'm here instead. This verse captures the emotional paralysis of depression or anxiety, but not having a choice but to fight through it. He feels dead, but he has no choice but to go on. In pre chorus, Ken says, stuck inside my never ending thoughts. This is an irony right here. It's a never ending thought, but feels stuck. Never ending should have been a free flowing element, never ending, but instead, he feels stuck. Just like how time traps us into this constant rhythm, perpetually moving, waiting for no one. We are stuck in its power and control. In the chorus, Stell sings, because one day we'll run out of time. And this is the heart of the song. Life is short and finite. Time is constant. It is brutal, and it is forever. But we will run out of the chances to feel it. In verse 2, they sing, what we're not changing, we choose. And this line is like a bitch slap. It's a reminder that inaction is a decision. If you let things happen, it means you are making it happen. And finally, in the chorus, they say, darling, when push comes to shove, your best is enough. And this is probably the only line that consoles. It's not about perfection. It's about trying, because at the end of the day, time is limited and effort matters more than control. Another thing, and probably the last thing that I want to mention about the entire production, is how controlled they were in giving the song moments. For example, in the chorus, instead of when they dropped the beat, I thought that they were going to go full on, like orchestra type kind of chorus, but they didn't do that. They actually held back. The chorus became very, very quiet. Here's the part that I'm talking about. So after that, it was actually very quiet. And I think that is on purpose because you want the song to be more thoughtful. It actually inspires you to think rather than push you in a state of elation or any type of high charged emotion. So the beat and the melody were actually very much in sync with the message of the song. So I love how they were able to put that control in the production. Um, and then the other thing is, I think they were able to translate such a complex concept of time into something very concrete. And I think that's one of the strengths, I would say, of an original Filipino music. Like, we are so good in taking very complex concepts like time and translate it into something we can all relate to. So if you really sit back and just think about the brutality of time, it can drive you nuts because it is so constant. It's so on rhythm. It doesn't wait for anyone. It just goes on forever. And then, but you're always finite. Our existence is finite. But then they were able to take that concept and put it into something relatable by actually telling the story of a family and loss and love and life. So I want to say that I'm surprised, but I am not. I mean, this is Pablo. This is SB19. So if there's anybody who can do something like that, it is them. I would love to hear your thoughts, though. Leave them in the comment section below. If you have anything else to add, please do so. Just want to remind everybody, if you have a family member that's, away working abroad, take the time to actually, ask them how they actually feel, how they actually are. Sometimes that can actually make a huge difference. All right. Please like the video, subscribe to the channel, and most importantly, please share. And please follow me on X and also on Instagram and on Patreon. There's a lot of discussions happening on Patreon, not just about BTS, but a lot of other bands as well: music, movies, TV shows, books, and sometimes we just have fun. So I'll see you there. Bye.